Why is it said that only by traveling Route 66 can one see the real America? On this journey, you can witness America's efforts during World War II and understand how the country gradually rose to prominence. You can also see the Great Depression and observe the transformation of America's transportation and economy. Route 66 was even a lifeline for many Americans. Today, we are talking about the Mother Road of America, Route 66. Route 66 is far from just an ordinary road. It bears witness to the geographical transformation of the United States from east to west, from vast, endless plains to majestic mountains, from arid deserts to fertile valleys. Along this route, you can experience the significant climatic differences between regions, the varied terrain, and the cultural integration and clashes that shaped the nation. This road spans approximately 3,139 kilometers, starting from Adams Street in Chicago and passing through many regions, including Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California, before finally ending in Los Angeles. Route 66 offers a comprehensive, multi-perspective view of a real and complete America. Chicago, the starting point of the road, is located southwest of Lake Michigan. With an average elevation of about 176 meters, it features distinct climatic characteristics, with extremely cold winters and hot, humid summers. Heading west from here, the eastern part of the route leads into vast plains, with the famous Central Plains covering about 1.536 million square kilometers, an endless expanse that forms the backbone of American agriculture. In this region, you'll find small towns like Kingman, where visitors can see old farms and barns scattered across the fields, quietly telling the long history of American agricultural development. As you continue westward, the terrain gradually rises and becomes more varied, eventually leading into majestic mountains. The most famous of these is the Rocky Mountains, which stretch over 3,000 miles, with some peaks towering over 4,000 meters. The Grand Canyon National Park is also located here, with its deepest point reaching about 1.6 kilometers. This canyon was formed by the erosion of the Colorado River over countless years, with its rich and varied rock layers, showcasing nature's creativity and allure. Along the way, you can also see abandoned mines and early settlers' camps, whose rudimentary facilities bear the marks of history. Continuing westward, you'll enter the scorching arid deserts. For example, the Mojave Desert spans about 65,000 square kilometers, with summer temperatures often soaring above 40 degrees Celsius. In this desert, you'll find the Painted Desert with its colorful sand dunes that shift in hue under the sunlight, as well as ancient Native American sites and petroglyphs that tell of a once flourishing civilization. The small towns and cities along Route 66 each have their unique stories. Albuquerque in New Mexico was once an important trade center, attracting merchants from all over. The architecture here blends Spanish and Native American styles, exuding a unique charm. In Arizona, there's a city called Flagstaff, known for its beautiful natural scenery and abundant outdoor activities like hiking, climbing, and skiing, offering a deep connection with nature. As you continue west, you'll reach California. The northern part of the state features the winding Sierra Nevada, which stretches about 400 miles. The central region is the vast and fertile Central Valley, covering about 48,000 square kilometers, a crucial area for agriculture and livestock. The southern part of the state has arid deserts and semi-desert areas, along with narrow coastal plains. The climate varies significantly, with mild, humid weather in the northern coastal areas and hot, dry conditions in the south, where the road ends in Santa Monica, a beautiful seaside city with sunny weather and pristine white beaches. Along Route 66, you'll also come across Nashville, the capital of Tennessee and the world-renowned country music capital. The city hosts numerous music venues and frequent performances, drawing music lovers from around the globe. Nashville also preserves many famous people's former residences. In Oklahoma City, the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum showcases the unique charm of American cowboy culture. Sedona, a small town, features ancient, solemn churches and traditional markets bustling with local crafts and cuisine. In these old towns along the way, the walls of old houses are etched with the marks of time, witnessing generations of lives. It's important to note that Route 66 itself is a unique landscape. encompassing the Great Lakes region, the Mississippi River, the Ozark Mountains, the Great Plains, the Rocky Mountains, the Mojave Desert, and other diverse terrains, as well as numerous distinctive attractions. The road reflects the history of westward expansion in the United States and is rich in historical and cultural significance, attracting numerous domestic and international tourists. It is estimated that millions of people drive along the road every year, experiencing different customs, appreciating beautiful natural scenery, and embracing America's diverse culture. Additionally, the hotels, restaurants, gas stations, and other tourist services along the road have flourished, providing convenience for travelers while creating numerous local jobs and generating substantial economic income. According to relevant data, Route 66 brings considerable annual tourism revenue to the regions along the route. In fact, the concept of Route 66 dates back to 1857. At that time, a road known as Beale's Wagon Road was built by the military. By 1880, the Atlantic and Pacific Railroad extended westward, and many communities formed along the road. At this time, the United States had just entered the Progressive Era, and the government began paying attention to public opinion. With the increasing popularity of automobiles, the Good Roads movement emerged, with people calling for the improvement of roads and the construction of a more extensive road network. In 1926, the United States established a numbered highway system, and the road from Chicago to Tulsa was included in the first batch of new highways. After extending the west end to Los Angeles, it was designated as Route 66. In November 1927, the Route 66 Association was founded in Tulsa, and by that time, Route 66 had already been constructed and put into use. During the mid-1920s, the U.S. government invested in transportation, providing numerous job opportunities for people. At the same time, America was experiencing the Great Depression, which led to widespread bankruptcies and unemployment. Many people lost their income, and society was on the brink of collapse. Additionally, due to unscientific land reclamation and farming during the westward expansion, vegetation on the Great Plains was destroyed, leading to soil desertification and the formation of massive dust storms known as the Black Blizzards. In the midst of these challenges, Route 66 became a lifeline for people. Impoverished farmers traveled along this road to the west in search of a better life. The construction of this road provided tens of thousands of job opportunities for struggling Americans, helping to alleviate unemployment to some extent. It also significantly boosted industries such as construction, steel, and cement. Meanwhile, the opening of the road greatly facilitated the transportation of goods, strengthened economic ties between different regions, and positively contributed to the process of American industrialization, as described in the novel The Grapes of Wrath. It was during this time that Route 66 was first referred to as the Mother Road. With the outbreak of World War II, Route 66 became one of the main paths for new recruits heading to the naval base in San Diego, California, witnessing America's efforts during the war. After the war, with the rise of tourism, the beautiful landscapes and cowboy culture of the West attracted many people from the East to embark on Route 66 in pursuit of individuality and spiritual freedom. In 1956, President Eisenhower promoted the passage of the Interstate Highway Act. The newly built interstate highways were wider and straighter, with 4 lanes, providing a faster and more convenient transportation network. In comparison, Route 66, which was built following the terrain with its winding paths, was no longer favored by travelers. It gradually became a local road, and some sections were even abandoned, eventually being removed from highway maps in 1985. However, in 1987, the Route 66 Historical Association was established in Arizona. In 1990, the Route 66 Alliance was officially founded, with efforts from various parties to preserve Route 66. They initiated road adoption programs, carried out maintenance work, and even secured government support. In 1999, President Clinton signed the National Route 66 Preservation Bill, providing funding to protect and restore historical landmarks along different sections of the road. Thanks to these efforts, Route 66 returned to maps, and some of the abandoned small towns along the way began to thrive again. This revival also spurred the development of small towns along the route, leading to the
exploring it
rise
as
of
part of our
small
Route
shops,
66 drive.
inns,
The
gas
bottle trees are
stations,
basically
and
pieces
restaurants.
of metal welded
It also
together
created
with
a new
bottles stuck on
cultural
the end
space,
and everything
with
from
motels
shovels to
flourishing
guns
along the
welded
road,
to the top.
and a variety
That is
of
one of my
quirky
favorite
and unique
stops on the
shops
entire
springing up.
drive.
People
One of the
boldly innovated
very
on both
best
sides of the
museums on
road,
the
fully
route,
expressing their
especially
individuality.
because of
With the
memorabilia
rebuilding
related
of
to
Route
Bob
66,
Wallmeyer,
the transportation
the
of
iconic
agricultural
artist of
products
Route
became more
66.
convenient and
His
efficient.
maps and
The road
drawings
traversed
and
many
art
important
are on
agricultural
display.
regions of the United States, such as the Great Plains. This made it easier for agricultural products from these areas to be quickly transported to markets across the country. According to relevant statistics, rural areas along the road benefited significantly, with farmers able to more easily transport their products to cities for sale, thereby improving agricultural productivity and strongly promoting the development of American agriculture. Additionally, the construction of Route 66 facilitated the upgrading of agricultural industries in surrounding areas and played an important role in advancing agricultural modernization. For a long period, Route 66 was a key artery for east-west transportation in the United States, playing an important role in economic development. It witnessed the evolution of American social life in the early 20th century, becoming not only a symbol of the westward expansion, but also a key element of American popular culture. It promoted cultural exchange and integration between the eastern and western regions of the United States, allowing different cultures to learn from and influence each other. Subsequently, various artistic works related to Route 66 emerged, including literature, music, and film. Examples include John Steinbeck's novel The Grapes of Wrath, jazz composer Bobby Troupe's song Get Your Kicks on Route 66, the CBS television series Route 66, and the Disney animated film Cars. These works introduced Route 66 to more people, further enhancing its cultural influence and enriching people's cultural experiences and entertainment. Route 66 has not only frequently appeared in songs, literary works, movies, and television series, but it has also given rise to unique music, film, and car cultures. For example, Nat King Cole's song Route 66, Jack Kerouac's novel On the Road, and CBS's television series Route 66 Routes. Today, although Route 66 is no longer a major transportation artery in the United States, it symbolizes the arduous journey of the American people, representing their pioneering spirit and relentless pursuit of freedom. This route still holds a deep place in the hearts of many Americans. As both a cultural symbol and a tourist destination, Route 66 continues to attract visitors from around the world. Only by personally traveling on Route 66, exploring the history of American expansion along the way, and experiencing the charming landscapes and captivating stories, can one truly understand America's diversity and inclusiveness, deeply feel the significant cultural differences and unique charm between different regions, and grasp the unifying spirit that connects them all, witnessing a real, complete, and endlessly captivating America, experiencing the spirit of freedom, and enjoying the unique road culture.